So after sneaking Mace Windu so Sidious could get the win, and start padding his kill count on some children, Anakin was feeling himself so much that he thought he could run the ones with his old master, trying to get his own Tai Lung vs Shifu type of moment. But Anakin's first mistake was not noticing Obi-Wan's pull-up game. Like, look at this, he ain't looking for no redemption, he's on straight timing. And after seeing how Anakin slimed out Padme, the supposed love of his life by the way, he knew that talk no jutsu was never an option, as he takes off his Versace robe, hits the "I will do what I must," ignites his lightsaber, and prepares for war. As Anakin starts off with the longest backflip of all time. Like, no really, look at this shit. And the two get straight to clashing, straight mink mink mink, neither of them getting any clean hits in as they're just waving their glowy swords around. Eventually Anakin lands a big Brit on Obi-Wan, sending him into a backflip, and unlike Miles Morales, this backflip was actually necessary. Obi-Wan then goes for an overhead swing, but Anakin deflects it, which got them both spinning like Beyblades. But Obi-Wan recovers first while Anakin's neck in this frame looks demented, and goes for game but Anakin just barely blocks it. The two continue brawling in a corridor until Anakin shoves Obi-Wan, making him hit the "whoa, take it easy man." But he retaliates by directing Anakin's lightsaber into this table thing. And I thought Obi-Wan was about to slam bro's head onto the table. But somehow Anakin is the one who gets the upper hand here, securing the choke onto the Jedi, which got him looking goofy. And to make matters worse, he got Obi-Wan's old ass hitting the limbo position. And with all those spam backflips, I know he got them Seth Rollins type of knees. Like, I'm surprised his shit didn't just pop right there. But instead of just finishing him off, Anakin tries to get all close and personal, which allows Obi-Wan to sock him with his boot. And this causes Anakin to lose his lightsaber, so now Obi-Wan is the only one who is armed. But Anakin says, no lightsaber, no problem, as he just drop kicks the fuck out of Kenobi. And why didn't Obi-Wan just slice the shit out of Anakin when he literally jumped at him? Is he stupid? And now that they're both without their lightsabers, Anakin charges in again and attacks with a backflip? Just for Obi-Wan to hit one of these. And now with Anakin all laid out, Obi-Wan retrieves his lightsaber and goes for game. But look at this lame ass strike he does. No bending of the knees, no downward push. His ass was not trying, his heart wasn't in it. And after looking so tough before, is Obi-Wan a fake demon? The two then get into a force clash. And if you didn't know a thing about Star Wars, you're probably looking at this scene like, what the fuck are these grown ass men doing with their hands? But the clash was so strong it just blew both of them away. Anakin cleared the gap immediately with a double jump, doing all that just to destroy the ship's controls, which got everything fucked up. But he don't care, just look at his face, got that stare down of doom, continuing to box Obi-Wan before high kicking him. And since things weren't high stake enough, the two decide to fight on a tightrope type of thing. Like, nah, these guys are crazy. Like, look, they can't even balance on this shit and they're worried about running fades. And tell me why this random robot got the best seats in the house. The fight on the tightrope lasted the same amount of time as in Bede's conference Final Dreams, as Obi-Wan jumps back on the platform with Anakin following suit. Backsmacking Kenobi with the base of the lightsaber, I just know that shit hurt. But before he could land any critical hits, the lava on Mustafar starts to ruin their fight, as both of them say, "Fuck this shit, I'm out," and start skedaddling out of there. And despite the environment looking like World 8 in Mario Bros, these two are still boxing on the side of the tower. Like, don't they got bigger things to worry about? Until Obi-Wan starts swinging away like he's Captain Jack Sparrow. And just look at Anakin's face. First a pull-up and now this. Bro has never seen this much sauce in his life. So he activated that Kakashi Sharingan and got him to swing too, causing them to clash in mid-air. And in a different world, this could have been the perfect dap. The two of them then take a break from fighting and decide to have a aura off, with Anakin pulling up on a droid and Obi-Wan getting them lava aesthetics. After that, Obi-Wan then starts pouring his heart out, but look at Anakin's face. He dead don't care. What's done is done. As he front flips onto Obi-Wan's platform, and the two go at it like two Smash players fighting for some chump change and a Scooby snack. The veteran then backflips out of there, obtaining the famous high ground. And look at him taunting Anakin. He knew damn well Anakin was gonna pull an ace and fall for that 2 out of 10 rage bait. And not only does he fall for it, but he does a whole ass corkscrew trying to get some style points like he on Skate, only for Obi-Wan to slice him in half the same way he did Maul. Like, these Sith cats ain't nothing new to him.
No reaction.
And after taking the L, Anakin then starts saying, and all I'm hearing is, "Fucking crying bitch! Where? I don't wanna fucking hear it." Like he thought he was all nice going over to the dark side just to get belt on his Sith debut. Like, Darth Sidious, don't tell me that this is your new GOAT. This guy's trash. And if you're enjoying the video so far, please consider liking and subscribing if you haven't already, as it really helps out the most, as we're on the road to 5,000 subscribers now. Appreciate it. So we fast forward 10 years into the future, and this time it's Vader with the cold pull-up. Like, we see the fit, bruh. He then walks down to Obi-Wan, and they both do their signature poses like they're Goku and Vegeta, and then get straight to boxing. Darth Vader starts off with 2 bricks.
Nope.
And Obi-Wan returns the favor by missing one of his own. Got him reaching like crazy. And the cameraman must have gotten that promotion, must have gotten that super duper max, as he now got long range aesthetic shots, up per drone shots, like his budget is crazy. And the two then go back to back like that Black Beatles pose, looking like the best villain and hero team up since this. Unfortunately, they have to go back to boxing, throwing straight haymakers, like this is just out of pure hatred. Obi-Wan then throws out a "En garde," which had Vader wondering,
where you going? You're lost?
Bro got the Stormtrooper aim as a Jedi. I see what the inspiration for Finn was. The two then stalemate with the dueling, so they decide to have another Force clash, because their last one went so well. And Obi-Wan is obviously unaware that this is the same Vader who did this. You already know that this was gonna be a wash. Like you see Obi-Wan trying his harder, and then it just cuts to Vader. Like, what are you looking at? He then says, "Get that shit out of here," and just look at Obi-Wan's face. He realized he ain't built for this. They then go back to dueling, and Vader got Kenobi looking goofy. Like, look at this zesty ass defense he got going on. And because of that, Vader just sucked the fuck out of him. That shit got me crying. Obi-Wan recovers, and they go into another stalemate. Like, these two really just know each other too well. Neither of them can get the upper hand. But where they differ is in their Force abilities, as Darth puts out his hand like he's going for a dap, but instead it had Obi-Wan slipping. He then does some earthbending shit like he's tough, sending Obi-Wan underground. Did he think he was in a buried alive match like it's WWE? He then stands over Obi-Wan and I'm dead. He did all of that just to say that he got the high ground now. Man, Vader's petty as shit. As he shuts the door on Obi-Wan, securing the successful get back. And just to make sure he stays down there, Vader starts mag dumping rocks, trying to have Kenobi end up like Obito. Like, chill bro, I think you got him. He then walks off, thinking he called game, but what Vader didn't account for was the plot armor you get once you start having flashbacks, which allows Obi-Wan to power through the dirt instead of getting suffocated. And as soon as he got out, he started hitting the Usain Bolt, hitting one of these once the camera went off him. And we cut back to Vader now on his victory stroll. And now with his final up gone, he's probably gonna pull a Thanos and go chill by the sunset, until he suddenly feels a disturbance in the Force, blocking the sneak attempt with ease, but this reawakened Obi-Wan is now moving different. Bro must have gotten a Zenkai boost while under the rubble, as he starts doing around the worlds with his lightsaber, hitting some 360s as well, but Vader knew he had to put a stop to this shit before Obi-Wan could enter the zone, as that shit could start looking real spooky. As he catches the blade with the Force, and ever since he realized that he had the Force advantage, he's been abusing it the same way that Shay abuses free throws, as he makes Obi-Wan do a little spin for him, but Obi-Wan takes advantage of that by spinning again, slamming Vader's lightsaber to the ground, and then sending him flying into the mountains. He then hits that "I'm him" pose, using that telekinesis to start jumping Vader with rocks, activating that rapid fire. And look at bro's face, he's getting a full thrill of it. And after surviving one of these, the two then go back to dueling for like the 8th time this fight. And Obi-Wan goes for another "En garde" when he knew that shit didn't work just like the last time, which allows Vader to just pick him up by his arm, little broing him. But Obi-Wan gets free, and I thought he had it. I thought he had game, but Vader just blocks it just in time. And I thought that was it, until I saw that Obi-Wan still had Vader's hand locked, allowing him to hit 2 minks onto Vader, but it was with the back of the lightsaber though, because you know, they can't let the story end here. And this is the first time that Vader has ever been pressured in his life. He went from farming no-name Jedi bums to facing arguably the Jedi GOAT. I'm gonna just put that out there. And how does Vader deal with pressure? He deals with it by throwing a blind swing, which allows Obi-Wan to hit a step back on him for game, straight James Harden. And Obi-Wan must have gotten a hold of these Call of Duty aimbot hacks because he's hitting straight headshots. He's not Thor, he don't miss. And since he slashed Vader's mask, we get to see Anakin's ugly ass dome. Obi-Wan really messed up fine shit. But this is how you know that Vader's one of the coldest villains of all time. Because bro just took an L, got his burnt nutsack for a face exposed, and is still able to drop one of the coldest lines in Star Wars history. Like that line was so cold that all Obi-Wan could do was leave. Bye-bye. Leaving the Chosen One for dead for the 2nd straight time. Bro owns him. So now we fast forward probably another 30 years into the future, where we see Ben Kenobi. I wonder who that could be. Walking around the Death Star before running into...
Hello there.
And then Vader walks him down, more like waddling in his big ass suit. And I'm dead. He turned on his lightsaber like that Family Guy parody. I guess he was just happy to see him, as Ben thought he was gonna get another win on his former people. But Vader thought differently, hitting the "Future's now, old man," as the two go in for round 3, swinging their lightsabers. And when they clash, some random green light comes out, which makes no sense because red and blue make purple, not green. And anyway, I'm not gonna lie, this fight, and I use that term very lightly by the way, is a whole lot of nothing. And before you start tweaking, just hear me out. Like, this wasn't two rivals going all out one last time. It more seems like two friends bantering after they haven't seen each other in years. As Vader's dialogue in this scene can be summed up by, "You're old, haha." And Obi-Wan's is, "I'm old but you still can't guard me." And he's right. Like, damn Vader, fight back. And as Vader mentioned countless times, I get that Kenobi is old as fuck and is just doing one last job like he's in a Jason Statham movie. But this is doing nothing for Vader, who looks like he's stalemating with a Brooklyn KG. Like, this is a sorry ass way to end what could have been a generational trilogy. Anyway, Luke and the gang pull up and see the duel that's going on. And Luke is in awe seeing Kenobi go band for band with Vader, like Unc really still got it. But that's when Ben gets reminded on what his true purpose is at this stage, the passing of the torch. As he hits the Oogway,
"It was never my destiny to stop you. I have set another on that path,"
and lets Vader get a free swing, killing him and dropping his Versace robe as legendary loot, while also giving Luke a reason to start his training montage. And you're probably thinking, hey, Vader might have lost the last 2 times, but he finally got his get back on Kenobi. But wrong. He might have finally conquered his demons like Embiid finally beating the Celtics, but that must have been the least satisfying kill that Vader has ever gotten in his life. And this is the same person who spends his time no-diffing fodder Jedi. Like, look! He goes on to step on the Versace robe, not out of disrespect, but out of genuine confusion.
Excuse me, what the actual fuck?
Like, he cannot fathom that his former master just went out like that. Like, after leaving him for dead, twice by the way, he can't even get his dead body as satisfaction, and that's why Obi-Wan is the master of trolling. And by the way, that last fight does not count as a loss on Obi-Wan's record, I don't care. Obi-Wan is up 2-0 on the Chosen One. He owns that fraud. I don't make the rules.